Hello, we're back in Age of Wonders 4 for yet another viewer suggestion, which you guys are sending them in. I still encourage you to send them in. Again, if you have your own suggestions, remember this could be anything you want to see in the game. Just remember, I will never play above hard difficulty. But yeah, if you want to see specific race, if you want to see specific combinations of racial trait, like we go to create faction. Basically,
your journey starts here.
Racial traits, combination of traits. I'm just gonna select,
what is
combination of culture, combination of society traits.
Choose your first tome.
If there's specific tomes you want to see,
what is
and specific rulers. I want to check something real quick. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Either frost or storm. Oh, they changed storm. So I believe, yeah, production. Oh, and they changed rock too. Okay. Let's do frost. Can giants be rangers? No. Okay. So giants cannot be rangers. Specific classes. Okay. So...
what is your ruler's origin? Choose your first tone.
That does limit what we can
be. Your people's form?
Well, that means we have to be either a vampire or a human. And I'm going to go back to vampires again next viewer suggestion. But as I was saying, whatever suggestions you want, toss them at me. Again, I can be reached at sparkytdk@gmail.com. So essentially channel name @gmail.com. And yeah, just make sure it says viewer suggestion in the header or subject line so I know what it's about and I don't accidentally delete it. Like I said, I keep a list, and I'm just going down the list. And like I said, I'd like to keep this going as long as possible, so do keep that in mind. Again, channel name, SparkyTDK@gmail.com. So this is viewer suggestion 4. And the suggestion by OneDoorPondDoor, so that's what we're going to have to name our hero. That's not it. So, use a ranger. Hence, I was looking at giants. So, we can't be giants. We can't be, I always forget what they're called. The Cthulhu ones. We can't be a wizard king. We could be a vampire, but we just did vampires. Although, I almost have to, don't I? Because there's an interesting combination. You know what? We're going to be doing vampires for at least this suggestion and the next suggestion. Because I already have the next suggestion lined up as well, which is a combination of 2 suggestions. I had someone, 2 different people anonymously send in. One suggestion was earn an achievement or 2. I don't have many left to earn. And the other one was make a Age of Wonders 4 faction based on real life civilization. And I think I know what I'm going to do for that, which is vampires. Weirdly enough. So yeah, okay, okay, that'll make things interesting. But OneDoorPondDoor is use a ranger. Make sure we use Mystic Attunement, Cult of Personality, Tome of Necromancy, and Unlimited Power on the map. Unlimited Power is the only map required one. I do believe Mystic Attunement and Cult of Personality are both traits, not necessarily civilization based, but and to basically go undead. Now, there are a few ways to go undead, but specifically, he wants it summoned. So just blanket the map with unlimited summons as much as possible. So that is what we're going to do. That is the goal. So we're going to create a new game.
Choose your destination.
Unknown Realm. Customize Realm. Right, I forgot we can add up to that many. Now, how advanced? Is it advanced settings? Is it? No. There's a way to say, hey, you can't do this. Alright, so first of all, this can be random. This can be random. This can be random, including none. This is none. Oh, is it realm content? No. Okay. What I like to include always is regenerating infestations and crystal dwelling. And then after that, I don't care. Now, how do I do this? I think not realm traits, it's this. Yeah, free city modifiers. No. Mega cities. How do I make this not appear? Is the question. So, oh, no, unlimited power is a map trait. So now can cast multiple combat spells per turn. So boom, 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 boom. As long as you have the mana for it. However, combat spells cost 200% more mana to cast. Okay. Maybe I don't do undead. What? Sorry. Right? Because there's a nasty vampire combo I want to try. So might as well. Just see if it works for the next one. Okay, I always forget how to do this. How do I make it so a realm trait is excluded in Age of Wonders? Because I do it so little. Custom realm, then do select unwanted traits. This one? So it's this pencil. I always forget the pencil. So, one that I will take away is do I take away world seals? No, I don't care. Block. I'll get rid of blocked underground. It can be small, it can be explorative. The abyss is fine. Unearthed, untouched. All that is fine. Damn. Oh. Okay, interesting. Specifically, mega cities. Just so that doesn't happen again. And we will put everything else unknown. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me roll a d5, which you can do. Roll 1d5. We got a 2. So I'll only add 2 unknown traits. Right? Hold on. So, well, it's 2. Or... That was a d6. Well, I guess one... If I rolled a 6, it would have been my choice. And that's fine. So, we got it 2, so I will do 2 unknown traits. And we'll call that good. Everything else, unknown traits, normal. Oh, that's fine. How would you can randomize the portal visuals? How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. That's like... None of these scream, we don't know what's in there. That's the problem. I guess the first one. Factions is fine. We need to put them on hard. Because if we don't, the AI will kill itself because of regenerating infestations. So that is fine. Combat challenging. Custom? That new. Alright, confirm. Around content. Oh, everything is fine. Game flow. Classic turns. Turn timer off. Game speed normal. Reach first speed default. Starting conditions. Oh. That's fine. Score. Slow. Yeah. So that's the 200 term limit. Everything else is fine. Yeah, everything else is default. Starting conditions hard. Wait, what's normal? Normal? Hard, combat, AI challenging. Is that... No, that's strategic bonus. Yeah, there's only challenging, forgiving, challenge plus. What? I guess I have to keep it challenging then. That's fine. Everything else should be okay. Control AI allies. I forget where that is. Isn't that combat? Control AI allies. Normally to take control AI during manual combat. It's always. That belong to their vassals. Oh, interesting. So I control my vassals. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Everything else should be good. Confirm. I'll say yes.
Your journey starts.
We're gonna create a faction.
What is your people's
I'm just gonna roll the dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Cool. Roll me a d20. 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're halflings, right? That should be 14 if I've done the math correctly. 6, 7, 10 is lupine. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Dwarves. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, the 22? Hold on. 8, 9, 2. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wait. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. That's how I should have counted. Alright, so we're dwarves. 4 traits. Okay, knowing that we have to choose trait-wise. Mystic Attunement and Cult of Personality. Right? Arcane Focus. Right, but we're doing summons. Keen-Sighted is always a good one. Empowered by Magic, taking non-physical damage. That's eh. I'm not sure what we'll be focusing. I like Pack Tactics. That's always a good one as well. Utility. Oh. Right. So gonna be vampires. Don't have to worry about that. I don't know what we're facing. There's always the thing to do. Like, quick reflexes is always a good one. Utility wise, because we're doing vampires, light-footed is a good one. And then offense, oh, that doesn't leave any for offense. Alright, let's do party. I feel like I've done that combination a lot, but I could be wrong.
What is their origin
Right,
culture?
so Mystic Attunement. So we have to be Mystic. Oh. Well, so I will point out this was suggested before they broke down Mystic into 3. Because they're like Attunement to allow. So right, but the focus, the summoning is specifically the focus of. I see what he. So I think he does mean the school, right? Because this is specifically summoning for armies. This is combat. The echo casting allows you to cast spells in combat, right? And then there's potential. There's overcharge. Use spells with arcane inspiration. So let's do attunement. And that means we're going heavy magic. Which makes me. I'll keep the hardy, and I'll take keen-sighted. I think that's better, because that just means ranged attacks are going to hit, and I think that's a better get.
What is the origin
so
culture?
Mystic Attunement is what we have to pick, I presume. Select.
What defines
So,
their society?
We're going Mystic, we're going Undead, and we have to do Cult of Personality, which I've never gotten to work, personally. But it does mean we get a lot of magic shooty boys. Spears and shields. Great. Good to know. So, Cult of Personality. They believe in the might of the heroes, the chosen. So heroes gain a bonus skill point whenever they gain a renown level. So guaranteed 4 bonus points. They gain plus 10 gold upkeep whenever they gain a renown. So we're gonna need to make a lot of gold. In combat, units in an army without a hero suffer minus 20 morale. So we're gonna want a hero in every army. Ideally. And we get +1 hero. Woo! Okay, so we have to take Cult of Personality. The question then becomes, what do we take after that? Instinct, right, is kind of to do... Is it Gifted Casters? Combat casting points, right? That means we can cast more spells more frequently. Right? It kind of combines with Mystic Attunement to make us very powerful. However, we are going to be absolutely struggling with gold. Hard. So there is something in there. That's Wonders. Smith is not a bad one either. To save some, right? Because I think we're gonna want to go Materium Mystic Shadow, right? With the idea, well, do we want to go Materium? I'm going through Materium in my head. Got a lot, maybe not. But great builders. You get a lot of quarries. It means we're going to get a lot of gold. Equipment hoarders is more mana. That would be useful. Right? Talent collectors is always just good. But that's nature, and I'm not sure we're going to go nature. Empire of the Cosmos is a fun one, but I'm not sure we're going to go that. I think we're just going to, like I said, we're going undead. So there is an argument, believe it or not, to go... Could do Vigilante Knights? Just so we get more gold, more mana, and Imperium. You know what? So there's a build, if we're going undead, where we go... We definitely go Tome of Necromancy. Alright, hold on. I can just click this, right? So, Tomes. Shadow. By tier, right? We're going Tome of Necromancy, so we get the Necromancer. As opposed to... Home of the Great Transformation. Right? Instead, I believe it's Order? We grab Home of the Revenant instead. Which we can get through Shadow anyway. Right, so we get Unholy Champion, Undead Resentment. Oh. And at tier 3, is it Torment? Which is really good. I hate to say it. Where do we get Undead Transformation? There's the Great Transformation, but there's another place to get it. Oh, yeah, no, this is it. So, we get this instead. Right? So we still get Necromancy. Shadow-wise, what do we lose out? We lose out on Domain of Death. We lose out on Fatigued Legion. Whiteborn. Alright, so... Yeah, so if we're doing Necromancy and Great Transformation, this is just a on each attack. Okay. And then astrally, right, we could do Tome of the Tentacle. That's a good one, oddly enough. We're gonna want summoning, I think. So we're looking at, yeah. But not necessarily. That's the thing. Oh, combat summons, okay. So maybe that. So if we go undead, which we're going to, we can't go Gloomstrike. Yeah, this is a rough one. Huh.
What defines their society?
I'm going to do Cult of Personality Runesmiths just because I know it's a safe pick. And I don't like to go, right? Well, because it's either that Astral Affinity. What is the astral reward for the Astral Vision of Ruin, Age of Wonders? So the A, everything's cheaper, but B, it allows you to cast 2 spells per turn. We don't care about that because we can cast unlimited spells per turn. We just have to have the mana to do it. Mana Addicts. What does this do again? All units gain attunement, mana addicted, stability. Oh. Yeah, that means we have to combat. So yeah, either Gifted Casters. You know what? Let's just go Gifted Casters.
Choose your first
and we're
tome
gonna start
magic.
Tome of Necromancy. We could do Bloodright, but we did a whole thing on that, and I think we're just gonna have to wing it. There we go. So we have to choose Tome of Necromancy, so let's start with that.
What is your ruler's origin?
We can either be a champion, because remember, we have to be a ranger. Oh, it rotates around. I think... even more gold. Okay. Yeah. We will absolutely be struggling for gold. So we can either be a champion or an elder vampire. Eldritch Sovereign. So the only things that can be rangers are eldritch vampires and champions. There's an abuse I want to test in here. If it works the way I think it does.
Reveal yourself.
Alright. And we have to be a ranger. So let me change that before I forget. We'll go ahead, as much as I want to start with floating daggers, let's start with the Crowmaster's bow. I'm just gonna randomize this. That's better. That's fine. Yeah, so we're going heavy shadow and astral. If we're going magic, I mean, the instinct is either to go Materium for the gold or nature for the growth. Right? So let's do that.
Begins.
Sure. Looks good. I will say, I don't think any of these make gold. Steward's a good one. And Structure's not a bad one. It just takes a while. Slayer's not... Rank Slayer's actually a good one, combined with Rangers, because it allows for, especially on our hero, it combines into, you can stack it. Fearmonger, I don't know if we're going to do that. Duelist is a good one, so that we're really good at taking out other heroes. Collector is for... I'm always a fan of Collector on non-giant heroes, just because, like, ideally, if I could get this on every hero, I could just pump out stuff. Challenger is aggressive tactician. Yeah, that's not worth it. Conqueror, demolitionist. Crusader's preacher. Oh, which gives faithful and zeal. That's interesting. Personally slaying undead fiends, but I don't know what we're facing. Defender's a good one. Delver, Dominator can be a good one, but something you really have to go for. I think I'm gonna do Glory Seeker. And that's what we'll go with. And normally I break this up into... No, I'll stick with my thing. So, we're gonna be a Glory Seeker. Onward, let's go!
Hello, this is Gohan the Chinchilla, and we hope you're having a good day, as do I. As always, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to follow, like, subscribe, or comment. Or, even better, come on over to twitch.tv/SparkyTDK and watch me live every Monday through Friday. Thank you for your support.